690. In visiting with group services, they think that that number will actually be lower because we're buying more insurance, but that has to come from the underwriter. They weren't able to give that to me tonight before the meeting, but they were pretty comfortable at the 3690 because that's a higher cost per level of insurance.
Mm-hmm. And as far as the long-term disability, the 60% is kind of the benchmark of what you can purchase. They usually figure Social Security will supplement that 60%.
Right.
So,
with the long-term disability, there is an added benefit that we, again, do not provide. It includes an employee assistance program. If employees have a need for counseling, financial counseling, legal services, daycare services, they're a referral for that. They offer a wide range of assistance there. So an EAP program generally is going to be in the $3,000 to $5,000 range if you buy it on the open market. The long-term disability includes that with it.
I think we're getting a good deal on it myself, but
I do too. Sounded good to me.
So what's the,
And the committee from the employees actually approved this too, or were?
I'm sorry, yes,
something?
the employee,
What's the question?
the employee relations committee, the insurance committee has gone through this. They are recommending the change because of the savings to the city. The life insurance, they looked at it and said, well, it makes sense to save the money. We had a fairly bland conversation about the level. They thought that needed to come from the council. As far as the long-term disability, they felt very strongly about the long-term disability. That's something that we should have. If we'd had it in place over the last few years, there are one or two instances where it probably should have been used.
Yes.
The advantage to the city in that scenario is there's a possibility of avoiding a liability that otherwise we could have incurred some pretty hefty expenses or exposure on. But again, our cost, if we go to the life insurance, health insurance, long-term disability with the EAP, our net savings is going to be, again, it depends on the level of health, life insurance that you're looking at, but approximately $121,000 to $127,000.
So we need to decide what level of the life insurance first?
I need the level of life insurance, and then whether or not you approve us changing our deductible from a $4,000 to a $5,000 health insurance deductible, and then we self-insure the difference.
if we make this change now, we've set our budget, are we within the spectrum, the realm of what we've already set our budget at?
Well, yes, because we're saving $120,000, so it's $120,000 less than what our initial budget is. It makes it tricky because we have to set this today. Our budget is set in March to take effect in July. So with the July 1st budget date and a December 1st health insurance date, we never match up exact. And so because it is a large reduction, yes, we're very much in line with our budget moving forward. Next year, when we get to the budget process, it'll be a little dicier depending on where health insurance rates go and other impacts that we have. But we face that every year.
I thought this was nice too. It came out of the employee management discussion group, and I thought that was nice working together to get for the betterment of the city.
Very much.
so the
What's-
motion, does
what's
it need
the-
to meet all those specifics then?
Yes.
What's the difference? What's the difference in cost to the employee of the $4,000 deductible versus $5,000?
Nothing.
What will change
It will
for
be nothing?
the family plan does not change at all.
Okay.
Under the single plan, we have 10 employees, 11 employees that carry a single policy.
Mm-hmm.
Their contribution to the insurance plan will go from $45 where it is today to $39 because it's set at 10%.
So they'll actually save.
they'll save, but they'll have an exposure of an extra 1,000.
No, the
We-
city does.
We carry that exposure, but yes.
Since we're self-insured, the city carries that exposure, that difference.
Okay.
So Mike,
So really, for the employee
ours
probably
is
would
set up-
rather go to the 5.